Welcome to your weekly tarot reading for June 23rd to the 29th. In this video, I will be doing readings for all 12 zodiac signs with timestamps below so you can easily jump to your sign. I'm Heather Ellis, and I've been reading tarot for over 30 years. I combine traditional meanings of the cards with intuitive insights to bring forward messages meant to guide you. Here on my channel, I will help you find clarity in love, money, and well-being, whether you're here for a reading or to learn tarot yourself. My goal is to support you in living with more purpose and self-trust. If you're learning tarot, don't miss my Tarot Talk Tuesday series, where I break down one card each week in a simple, bite-sized way. You'll find the link to the first episode in the description below. If you find value in today's video, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. It helps the channel grow, and it tells me what kind of content you want more of. Now let's dive into the cards and see what the week ahead has in store for each zodiac sign. So this reading is for the sign of Aries. And let's see, we have the Nine of Pentacles. We have the King of Pentacles. And we have the Wheel of Fortune at the bottom of the deck for the overall energy. We have the Queen of Wands. Okay, so Aries, this weekend, there's a lot of fire, there's a lot of drive, there's a lot of ambition this week with the overall energy being the Queen of Wands. This is you stepping into your power, you going after what you want, you owning it, and you not taking no for an answer this week. So I love this energy for you. You also have the Nine of Pentacles here, and this is a card of building your own legacy. You are doing it through your hard work, your perseverance. This is also financial independence, and everything that you've acquired in life, you've done it through your own hard work and your own drive and ambition. With the King of Pentacles, this is being very practical, logical in making wise investments, how you use your money, how you use your resources, and looking to the future to how can you make your finances and your resources work for you. And then you have the Wheel of Fortune, or in this case, this deck, I'm using the Witch's Tarot. It's called the Wheel of the Year, but this is still a card of luck. This is the universe having your back, and this is kind of that karmic wheel of what goes around comes around. So it does look like what I'm seeing here is that you are looking to make your money work for you this week. So you're continuing that theme on. You are looking to build your wealth. You're possibly making investments, financial investments this week. And you could even be looking at ways that you can not just manage your money, but also career. So if you've been looking at leveling up in career, this is a good week for that. This tells me with this King of Pentacles, you're sitting in your authority. With this Queen of Wands, you're very charismatic. You have the ability to attract people to you. If you've been struggling in this area of your life, things are turning around for you. You have the universe has your back. You have some luck here. You have, and you have some luck. And again, with this Nine of Pentacles, this is you being very self-sufficient, so you are making it happen. So that's what I have for you for this week. It's very positive energy. I like this for you, Aries. I'm going to pull one more card. This is an Archangel Power Tarot card, and I'm just using this as a final message for Spirit. And that's the one that kind of wanted to stand up. So we do have the Five of Gabriel. So this is indicating that there is a challenge that you can resolve. Withdraw from the drama of others and have patience with yourself and those around you. So how this really works into this energy here is, everything that you're trying to do, it does take time, it does take a little patience, and just don't get wrapped up in any drama from others. Don't let other people derail you from your goals, is what I'm seeing here for you, Aries. So I hope you enjoyed that reading. Again, be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe. It really does help to grow the channel, and it lets me know that you are enjoying the content. Thank you, Aries, and I will see you next week. Take care. And now it's time for my beautiful Taurus friends. Okay, so Taurus, let's see what energy we have for you this week. We have the Five of Wands. We have the Nine of Pentacles. We have the Three of Pentacles. That's kind of no surprise with that Five of Wands. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Five of Pentacles here. Okay. So with this overall energy being the Five of Pentacles, what I'm seeing here for you, Taurus, is that I feel this week you're feeling like your voice is not being heard, okay? You have a card here, Three of Pentacles, of collaboration, working with others to build some kind of something. So you're working on a project. I feel like many of you, this is your work environment, but it could be in your personal life or family life as well, if you are working with others in those areas to just create something, some kind of creative project, or even planning some kind of event, whatever it is. That's going to resonate differently for each of you because this is a general reading. But you are working with other people. And then you also have the Five of Wands, which is about a bunch of people kind of at odds with each other. Everybody has a different idea, a different way of doing things, and everyone is they're just going like this. They're combating. They're butting heads. Nobody can seem to agree on what direction to take, and so it's scattered energy, and everybody's pulling and pushing and moving in different directions. And that is why I feel like you're feeling your voice isn't being heard. But the good news for you, Taurus, is you will be standing up, and you will be standing in your power, and you are going to make your voice heard this week because you do have the Nine of Pentacles. This is a card of you being very self-sufficient, doing things, everything that you create around you, you've done through your own hard work, your own ambition, and your own drive here. That everything that you surround yourself with is because of what you have done, not relying on other people. But again, you are collaborating, you are working with other people. I don't think you can avoid that this week, but you are going to stand up and say, whoa, wait, hey, listen to me. You know, none of us can agree on anything. So let's work this through. Let's be practical. This is our end goal. And let's work on collaborating. Let's work on compromising and what is the best way, the best strategy. Let's take pieces of ideas from everyone and build a solid plan on how we can achieve this goal. But I feel like you're the one taking authority with that, so you're going to be the one that's leading the group because of that, and that's going to reverse that Five of Pentacles where you're feeling left out or you're feeling like you're unheard this week. So I'm going to pull an Archangel Power Tarot for final messages for you. Oh, and then we had one fly out. Okay, so you do have the Four of Ariel. So this is where you give, you also receive. Being resistant to change and extremes in how you save or spend money. So some of this project planning could be related to finances and how you are thinking about saving or building money, investing money, for example, or just spending money on a project, right, to create something, especially if it's event planning, right, if there's some kind of family event that you're planning. But the other things with this here, it's that where to give and where to receive. That is that collaboration. That is that compromise. And so that really is the focus for you here this week, Taurus. So I hope you enjoyed the reading. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, comment below, and click on that notification bell. It really does help grow the channel, and it lets me know if you are finding value and to continue what content to continue with. So thank you very much and have a wonderful week, Taurus. And now, my amazing Geminis, let's see what energy we have for you this week. We have the Ten of Pentacles, beautiful energy for you. We have the Knight of Swords. We have the World. And at the bottom of the deck for the overall energy, you have the Shadow side. Okay, so Gemini, the overall energy that you have with this Shadow side, this in a traditional deck, I'm using the Witch's Tarot. In a traditional deck, this is known as the Devil. Okay, so what bad habits do you have, Gemini? What things are you trying to release, or should you be releasing? And I think that this is really your focus this week. So you do have the World card here, and this is a final, a life lesson, a life chapter, a big thing in your life that's coming to completion this week. And when something comes to a close, like when one door closes, another one opens, right? So with that World, with that culmination energy of you finishing up something, you wrapping up some area of your life, that's going to allow you to move into a new area, to start something brand new. And so what I'm feeling here you are looking at, okay, I've completed this chapter, I've learned this lesson, or, you know, like, and for example, for some of you, this could be related to, like, maybe you have graduated school and now you're looking to start a career, right? So this is what I mean by a chapter, like a chapter in your life. And you're looking at, okay, I've successfully completed this. I'm looking to move on to that next stage. What qualities, what traits, what behaviors, what attachments did not really serve me well? And what do I need to leave behind and move as I move forward into this next stage? So it's almost like you are looking at yourself and really, really having a good hard look and a realistic look at, you know, what worked, what didn't work in the past, and what do you need to do moving forward. The Ten of Pentacles, I'm loving this energy for you. You have the support of your family and friends here. You have financial support if needed as well. The Ten of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups, I see those as very similar energies. One is a bit more emotional, the Ten of Cups, whereas Pentacles is a little bit more on that stability. So usually money can be inheritance, can be legacy wealth, can be just saving a way to build your wealth, could be purchasing a home. It has many different meanings that way, but it's more about stability, and that stability can be emotional stability too. So both are kind of happy home cards, but just different aspects of that happy home card. And so I do feel like you have the support of others around you to give you stability as you know, clear out the baggage before you start this new chapter, this new beginning. And you are really using your mind. You're really thinking about this here with this Knight of Swords, and you are taking action. You are strategizing on what that next stage, what that next chapter is going to look like for you. So I really like this energy. I don't feel like the Devil is that negative. It does, because you have such positive cards for your other cards. I do feel like this is it's not like you have some major addiction that you're getting rid of or anything like that. This is just you looking at, okay, you know, where was I procrastinating before? Or how could I make things better? What bad habits do I have that I need to let go of? Or even attachments to things, to people, to behaviors, can be anything. I'm going to pull one final card for a final message for you, and we have the Three of Raphael. So this is a reason to celebrate. And yeah, with that world, that final, the one chapter, that life lesson ending, there is a reason to celebrate, because this is successful completion of that. You have a community of friends, and that is your Ten of Pentacles and people coming around you. Happy announcements regarding relationships or children. So yeah, I think, you know, this is a very positive week, even though you have that Devil energy, but really take a hard look at the things that hold you back before you move forward, Gemini. And that's how, you know, you can work with this energy this week. So I hope you enjoyed the reading. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, comment below. And it really does help me helps build the channel, but helps me understand the content that you want to see moving forward. Have a wonderful week, Gemini. Take care. And now for my lovely Cancers. So let's see what energy is coming in for you for this week, Cancer. And we start out with the Tower. Okay, some unexpected changes or just something unwanted happening. You have the Nine of Pentacles. You have the World. And at the bottom of the deck, you have the Five of Swords. Okay, so that is the overall, Five of Swords represents the overall energy for you for this week. So the overall energy for you for this week is really about competition. It is challenge. It is, but the one thing with the Five of Swords, it is an energy of winning, but it's winning at all costs. So, or it comes at a price, comes at a cost. So I do want you to be very careful with that energy, Cancer, because even though, I feel like that's how the Tower comes into play with this, because you have two other cards that are very positive here. So I feel like the cost of winning, the price is very unexpected. Okay. And this could be something that causes a lot of disappointment or upset for you, or whatever that cost is. So for example, if you are going, I'll give you just an example for a work example. Let's say you're going after a promotion. Okay, you've applied for it, and so has a coworker or colleague that you consider a very close friend as well. and you never thought that their personality would be like this, but you end up being successful at getting that job, and your coworker gets sour grapes. They now, cut you off of all social media channels, and they are now no longer your friend, right? So there's the cost. There's that cost, because the Five of Swords is also about competition, and challenges, but they're coming at some kind of a cost. This victory comes at a cost. The other thing I do want to warn you with Cancer this week is that cost is also make sure everything that you do is above board. Okay. And I know you know this, but just make sure that you are not just going after something just for you, completely selfish. And if it harms someone else, then it harms someone else, because with that Tower energy, that's going to come back to haunt you in some kind of way, especially, and with that Five of Swords energy combined. So just make sure you're just being very above board, very transparent, and yeah, just a word of warning this week. But everything else looks very positive. You do have the Nine of Pentacles in the world, so it does look like some kind of change or chapter is ending for you. So this could be a change in your career, but this can also be in your home life, your family life. It could be your health. It could be even just in your personal life. But a successful completion of some stage in your life, some life chapter, some life lesson, whatever that is, and it's opening the door for something new to come in. The Nine of Pentacles, everything that you're achieving here, you've done it through your own hard work. So if, for example, let's say that example with the career is the case for you, Cancer, and it costs you a friendship, do know though, and maybe that person would start spreading rumors, out of that sour grapes, of saying that, oh, they only got the promotion because they were kissing up to the boss, like things like that, trying to disgrace or discredit you. Do know with this Nine of Pentacles energy, whatever it is that you've been working towards, you've earned it. Okay. So if it is something like that where someone is throwing shade at you, don't listen to it. Okay. You have earned it. You have worked hard. This Nine of Pentacles is about you working hard to achieve everything that you've achieved in life. And you've done that. So whatever this Tower energy is, I really feel like you need to remember that messaging, Cancer, this week, that you've earned it though. Okay. So whatever that is and however that plays out, it is a general reading. So, it will play out different ways for each of you. And I'm pulling a final card, an Archangel Power Tarot card for final messages for you. And you have the Two of Ariel. So this is telling you that it's important for you to have balance, that working multiple jobs or projects at once, and that you could be doing that right now. And, it's about making work fun. So that is something else for you to focus on for this week, Cancer. And I feel like this is part of that Tower energy too. It's that finding balance. So perhaps you are just multitasking and you have so many things on the go. And eventually, when you're juggling, eventually you could drop a ball, right? And that this could be the week that happens, and that's representing that Tower energy as well, right? So I hope you enjoyed the reading. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, click on that notification bell, comment below. I would love to hear your feedback. It does help me grow my channel, but it also helps me to know what kind of content you are enjoying and to what to keep putting out there. So have a wonderful week, Cancer, and take care. Next up are my Leo friends. Okay, Leo, let's jump right into this and see what energy is coming in for you for this week. And we have the Queen of Wands, fire sign. This is you. Love it. Okay. And then we have Justice. And then we have the Eight of Wands. And at the very bottom of the deck for the overall energy, we have the Six of Wands. Oh, I love this for you, Leo. Everything is coming up Leo this week. So with the Six of Wands energy, you have been working hard. You have been busting your balls this week, or previously, Leo. But with the Six of Wands card here, this is really indicating that all of that hard work has paid off. You are getting recognition this week for your efforts. You are getting accolades. You are getting rewards. This is success. This is victory that has come in through your hard work, your efforts, and what you are putting out there in the world. So, and that, because this is a general reading, it can be in any area of your life, That will be different for each of you, but it could be in your family and your relationships and the effort and energy you're putting into that. It could be your health. It could be just your day-to-day passion projects or daily living, or it could even be your money, work, and career. So again, different for each of you, but success. And this is the overall energy for this week. Then you also have the Queen of Wands. You are sitting in your power. You are a fire sign. This is you, Leo. And I love the Queen of Wands energy because she is that woman that walks into the room and everything lights up and all heads turn to look at her. She just has this charisma, this power, this energy. And when she wants something, she's like, I want that. And next thing you know, it's in her hand. She does not take no for an answer. She doesn't put up with anyone's BS, and she doesn't let anyone stand in her way. She gets what she wants, and usually what she wants it yesterday, so it's that kind of energy, this fiery ambition, drive. And this is you. And there's a lot of information and communication happening with you this week. So whatever you've been working on, Leo, if you have felt it's been stagnant in any kind of way, this is a big turning point this week for you. So I'm loving this energy. And with that justice, it's like you are getting your just rewards, your just desserts. So little caution here, if you have been if you haven't been putting as much effort as you should have into a project or into some area of your life, do know with justice what the rewards are that are coming to you are going to be balanced and fair based on the effort you've put into it. But I feel like for most of you, you've been putting a lot of action and effort into something. And so it's going to be coming back to you tenfold here. This is a positive energy. I love this for you and this week. I make sure that you not only like, share, and subscribe and click on the notification bell, but please comment below. I would love to hear what it is that's coming in for you, Leo. Also, when you do comment, when you do like, it does help me know, it does help grow the channel, but it also lets me know that you are enjoying the content and what content to continue to put out. So I'm pulling one final card for you. This is an Archangel Power Tarot card for final messages from Spirit for you. And you have the King of Raphael. Yes, it is time. It is safe to trust. It is time to trust. The ability to accomplish many things at once and follow your creative passions. And that there is that Queen of Wands, and that is that Six of Wands, that success and that passion combined. I love this for you, Leo. I will see you next week. Stay safe and take care. Okay, Virgo, you are up next. Let's see what energy is out there for you for this week. Okay, so we have the Seven of Pentacles. We have the Two of Cups. And we have the Four of Pentacles. And at the bottom of the deck, the overall energy we have for you is the Six of Pentacles. Okay, so for many of you Virgos, I do feel like this is about relationships. This is a general reading, so it's not going to resonate that way for every single one of you Virgos out there. So for some of you, it could be about your money, career, finances. Some it could be health. Some it could just be your day-to-day life. But I do feel like many of you, this is about relationships. And because you have the Six of Pentacles, the card of giving and receiving, that is your overall energy for this week. This is that giving and taking. What you put out, you get back, right? And being very aware of nurturing other people's needs, but also making sure that your needs are being met, and that will happen with that as you give, you receive. And you also have the Two of Cups, and this is two people coming together. So for some of you, this can be that next stage in a relationship that's happening. So for some of you, if you were single, you're finding someone. If you are in a relationship, maybe you're becoming exclusive, or maybe you are in an exclusive relationship, but now you are moving in. Maybe you're buying property. Maybe you're getting that dog or that cat, right? Maybe you're talking about pregnancy. Maybe you're talking about marriage. So it can represent that next stage and that next step and next chapter. But for others of you, this is just, your partnerships, and that you're working on your partnership. And why are you working on your partnership? There is this reciprocity feeling. That again, that's the overall energy for the week. So I do feel like there's compromise, there's negotiation, there's reconciliation. And because you have the Seven of Pentacles, and this is you standing back and taking stock, right? Like, how much effort have I put into this? How much of my energy, how much of my time have I put into this, and what am I getting back? Is it worth it? Is the giving and the taking, is it balanced? is there one taker in the relationship and one giver, right? Because both parties need to be equal. Relationships are partnerships, right? Partnerships. You are equals, right? They're built on, good partnerships are based on mutual respect and understanding and giving and taking from both people. So this is what you're assessing. This is what you're taking stock in. And for some of you, if there is an issue in a relationship, I do feel like it's about money here, because you do have the Four of Pentacles. And it doesn't necessarily mean that there's money problems, but there can be this, where do we want to invest our money, right? Because Four of Pentacles goes two ways. It can be a card of saving and building your money, wanting to hang on to those pennies just like he is hanging on to those coins in this picture. Or for others of you, this is an overspending, right? So some of you could be talking to your partner about building a budget, right? Where are we hemorrhaging money? And where do we need to, like if we want to eventually buy a house, or we eventually want to do this, we're going to need money. We're going to need funds. So you're either looking to make those, save those, or spend money on a big purchase. But part of that is assessing your budget and thinking about your budget with this Seven of Pentacles, and how can we save more money? How can we make sure that we can afford this and do this? And I really feel like that is, so that's this relationship money aspect this week for you here, Virgo. I'm going to pull one final card, one final message from Spirit here for you. Oh, that one fell out. Okay. And you have strength. Yes, because you know what? Relationships do take inner strength, right? We can't just always fly off the handle. We have to keep ourselves reserved and cool, know when to speak, know when to keep quiet and listen. So strength. This is strength and grace through kindness, self-confidence, and also forgiveness. And those are the best things that build relationships, right? So that is the final message for you, Virgo. So I hope you like, share, subscribe, click on that notification bell. Be sure to comment. I'd love to hear how this is playing out for you. But also, when you do those things, when you comment, when you like, it does help to grow the channel, but it also lets me know that you like this content, and it helps me to know, helps me guide the content that I deliver for you and make sure that you're getting value from this. Okay, Virgo? So have a wonderful week and take care. And now, my lovely Libras, it is your turn. Let's see what energy is coming in for you for the week. We have the Four of Swords. We have the Ace of Pentacles. And we have the Nine of Swords. And at the bottom of the deck, the overall energy for the week that we have for you is the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so this is a general reading, so it will play out differently for each of you. For many of you Libras out there, I do feel like this is about money and your finances and spending. And there's a little bit of stress and worry about that. Now, again, general reading. Others of you, this is going to be more about relationships, or perhaps it's a personal project or day-to-day life, or even your health. So it will be different for each of you. You'll know how it plays out for you. But what I'm seeing here with the overall energy for the week, you have the Queen of Pentacles, and this is someone that is really good, someone who's very frugal with their resources, right? That really knows how to stretch them and make the resources work for them. This Queen of Pentacles energy, because this is an earth sign. But for those of you where it's not money, this is also stability. She knows how to create stability in her life and provide comfort, like the physical creature comforts for herself and those around her. She has this nurturing energy as she's the queen. And that is your overall energy for the week, Libra. But the reason why I'm thinking that for many of you this is about money, because you do have the Ace of Pentacles. This is this brand new opportunity for financial investment. Could be a new job opportunity. It could be a change that way. It could be news about money coming in, or just even, again, but it's that very beginning. It's not like there's this big windfall. It's more about the opportunity to create and do something with it. And you've been stressed. I feel like you've been stressing about money here with this Nine of Swords. It's been keeping you awake at night. You have been, you have anxiety, you have worries, you could even be having nightmares about money. And it's not that I'm saying that you're broke, not at all. I feel like with this Four of Swords, this is a card of needing to slow down, okay? You're needing to go within. You are needing to reflect. You are needing to rest. and recharge your batteries. So what this is telling me, Libra, is that you have been busting your butt. Okay, some of you might even be working two jobs or have a job and doing some kind of side hustle, but you are overextending yourself, and it's time for you to take a little bit of a break and recharge your batteries, because you are burning yourself out, and this is creating this need for or this drive and ambition towards money and building your resources. It's stressing you out. You are stressed out about that, which is why you are possibly doing two jobs or have one job and a passion project. And it's time for you to slow down with that and perhaps focus on one thing. Focus on one thing and which one is going to be the most productive. And then maybe with this Queen of Pentacles energy, look at restructuring your budget, or how can you make your money work for you or extend it and get the most bang or value for your buck this week. And that's what I'm really seeing here for you, Libra. I'm going to pull one final card. This is an Archangel Power Tarot card for messages from Spirit. And we have for you the Magician. Yeah, make it work for you. The Magician here, this is about manifesting creation. It's you can manifest the life you want, Libra. What you need will magically appear, and successful beginnings. And there's that beginning. There's a beginning in your money story that's starting this week, Libra. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, comment below. I would love to hear some feedback. It not only helps grow my channel, but it also helps me to know if this content resonates with you and to what kind of content you would like to hear going forward. Okay, so have a wonderful week, Libra, and take care. Up next are my wonderful Scorpio friends. Okay, Scorpio, let's see what energy is coming in for you for this week. You have the Nine of Wands. You have the Six of Swords. And you have the Three of Pentacles, and at the bottom of the deck for the overall energy, you have the Hermit. Okay, so there is a lot of reflection here going on for you this week. With the Hermit here, this is an energy of really kind of removing yourself from all the drama and, you know, the opinions and voices of other people, so you can reflect on your own thoughts. You can hear your own thoughts, and you can find your inner spark, your way to move forward through your own intuition and your own inner guidance. And that is really what the overall arching theme for the week for you is, this inner reflection, finding your inner voice, finding that inner guidance this week. Because why is it that you are looking for that? Well, there's a couple things. You have the Three of Pentacles, a card of collaboration, working with other people, working together. Six of Swords, this change and transition, moving from something difficult to something more positive in line with who you are and where you want to go in life. And then you have this Nine of Wands energy, which is a final obstacle, final challenge before you finally reach that goal, that destination. So this is really what it is. I believe you are looking at this. What you need to reflect on is this Nine of Wands. There's this one final obstacle, one final challenge or one final hurdle that you are looking to overcome before you get to that final destination, that end goal, something that you've been working towards. But I think with this Six of Wands, what you are also reflecting on, not Six of Wands, I misspoke, the Six of Swords, what you are also reflecting on here is, okay, I've been through this, I've been working towards this, you know, I've had all these ups and downs, and this is my end goal. Is this really still my end goal? You know, has it been worth it? Has it, like, the life I'm creating, maybe it isn't as positive as I've wanted it to be, or now that I can see the shore, right, with this Nine of Wands, that one final challenge before you reach that end goal, you can see the end goal, and maybe it's not quite what you were expecting it to be. And so you're thinking about, okay, maybe I need to pivot, maybe I need to change, maybe I need to kind of tweak my end goal, because things have been challenging, things have been difficult, and yeah, I want to move towards a more peaceful life. And maybe that end goal isn't as peaceful as you thought it was going to be. The other thing here, though, with this Three of Pentacles, and this is why I think you are really trying to build something in your life, whether or not it's in relationships, your career, that's going to resonate differently for each of you. It is a general reading. But I think one of the conclusions that you're going to draw through your own inner wisdom and guidance here, Scorpio, is you're going to be working with some other people. Perhaps you are going to collaborate. So whether or not there's a financial advisor that you're going to be connecting with, if this is related to money, career, finances, but for others of you, maybe it's your partner if you're in a relationship, and this is a relationship thing. And when I say relationship thing, this can also be your house and home, right? So for some of you, some of this challenge could be maybe you want to relocate. Maybe because this can be a card of relocation. Maybe you want to sell your house and you've been thinking about it for a while, but the market hasn't been very good and it doesn't look like it's going to improve it as much as you would like it to. And this is what you're contemplating, right? But you're going to really be talking to your partner about this if you are partnered in any kind of way. And if this is about money, home, or sorry, this is about your home or relationships kind of thing. And that's where that collaboration comes in, is related to the partner. So for some of you, if this is actually your relationship and you've been having some struggles in relationships, that collaboration can even be about going to see a mediator or even a counselor and deciding that this week. So Scorpio, I'm going to pull one final message, one card for you. This is an Archangel Power Tarot card to see what final messages from Spirit and the angels. And you have the Three of Michael. And it's saying release the past. You will grow from this situation and time heals all wounds. Yeah, so I really do think that whatever your end goal was, as you're rethinking it, because it's not as sunny and bright and positive as you were thinking it was going to be. So you are reassessing this week. And but do know you will move through this. You'll get through this, Scorpio. I have faith. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, comment below. I would love to hear some feedback on, what area of life this is happening for you. And also it does help me to grow my channel and to see that the content is resonating with you and to continue with this content. So Scorpio, take care and have a fabulous week. And Sagittarius, you are now up next. Let's see what energy is coming in for you. And we start off with, we have the Five of Wands. We have the Queen of Pentacles. We have the High Priest. And at the bottom of the deck, the overall energy we have is the Four of Cups. Okay. So what I'm seeing for you, Sagittarius, with the overall energy being Four of Cups, there is this apathy, this discontentment. You're not feeling content with what you have in your life. So general reading, right? It's going to resonate differently for each of you. This could be in the area of your money, career, finances. It could be in your relationships. It could be your health. It could be just your day-to-day life or some kind of passion project, whatever it is, you will know how it's resonating for you. Okay, so with that Four of Cups, though, this is also, you have these three cups that aren't providing emotional fulfillment anymore, that you have this apathy towards, this disconnect, but there is this other cup that's coming in. It's a gift from the universe. So this can also mean a gift, that there's something for you to look forward to. You just need to see it. Okay, you're not paying attention to it. Maybe it's just hidden in the background and you haven't acknowledged it yet. But there's something in your life that will bring you that joy again, will bring you that emotional connection, that emotional fulfillment here. But you just got to see it and find what it is. Now, for the rest of the week here, you have the Five of Wands, you have the Queen of Pentacles, and you have the High Priest. So scattered energy, being pulled in many directions, many people having different opinions, and this combative kind of going in circles energy. And then you have this Queen of Pentacles wanting to approach things with practicality and being resourceful. And then you have the High Priest, the traditional, the conformity, the doing things the tried, true, and practical way. So what does this look like for you? And where is this apathy and where is this surprise gift coming in for you? So I feel like this disconnect is because you've been struggling. I feel like this Five of Wands, sometimes it's a bunch of people in a group coming together and all having different ideas, different directions they want to go to. So it's all this scattered energy and no one can agree on anything, so nothing gets done. But I feel like this is actually internalized for your energy, Sagittarius, for this week, where you feel pulled, you feel scattered. Perhaps you have too many things on the go, too many things are drawing your attention away. And so you have this internal tug of war here, and it's making nothing get done. And this is creating this feeling of you're not feeling emotionally connected to anything because you're too scattered. Your energy is too scattered. And how you are overcoming that this week is with this Queen of Pentacles energy. Okay. This is that looking at the situation, looking at things practically from a grounded perspective, right? How can I get the most bang for my buck? How can I stretch my resources? How can I approach that relationship in a more practical way so I can see eye to eye with the other person, or I can improve the situation, however that plays out for you. And then with this High Priestess, this is going back to the basics, right? And it is through all of this that surprise opportunity is going to come in for you this week. I know it, Sagittarius. So I'm going to pull one more card for you. This is an Archangel Power Tarot card for a final message from Spirit and the angels for you. And we have Five of Michael. Okay, so this situation doesn't serve you. Again, that is that Five of Wands energy right there. So release your attachment to the outcome. And when you do that, that feeling of apathy is going to go away. You're going to feel more fulfillment. Consider taking a more uplifting approach. So again, finding that positive side, doing things that traditional way. So I hope you enjoyed the reading, Sagittarius. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, comment below. I'd love to hear how this is playing out for you. But not only that, it helps me to grow my channel, and it helps me to understand whether or not this content resonates with you and what content to move forward with going forward. So have a wonderful week, Sagittarius, and I will see you next week. Okay, my Capricorn friends, it is now your turn. So let's see what energy is coming in for you for this week. And we have the Six of Cups, some nostalgia here. We have the Six of Pentacles, some giving and receiving. Oh, and then we have the Tower, so something very unexpected changes, some turmoil, some upheaval here. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the King of Cups. Okay, owning your intuition, being in control of your emotions, you having poise and grace, even in the face of disruption and change. So Capricorn, your overall energy for the week is the King of Cups, and I really believe that that is what this energy is. It is having that emotional awareness, emotional control, emotional poise, and dealing with a situation that comes up with poise and grace. Okay, this week, and having that, and using your intuition to navigate any kind of turbulent waters this week. And why do I say that? Because you do have the Tower. This is some kind of unexpected change, some upheaval, unwanted change, something that you just didn't see it coming, and suddenly there it is, and your world is kind of turned upside down. It doesn't have to be something like some grand upheaval in your life. I feel like for many of you, this is going to be related to family. So whether or not it's your one-on-one relationships, like your partnered relationship, if you are in a partnered relationship, or this is just family, which can be anything from siblings to parents to children to, even your extended family. It can be different for each of you. Others of you, it's not going to be relationships at all because it is a general reading, but I do feel like it's relationships for most of you because of the Six of Cups, but also this Six of Pentacles here. So Six of Cups is a cup of, it's a past energy. It's this energy of nostalgia, but it's friends, family, people from the past coming back into your life or reconnecting with them. So I do feel like this Tower energy is related to that. Hearing from some very close friend, someone from the past, or even a family member, or even an old relationship partner, perhaps, that you're hearing from them though this week. And that is where this disruption is coming from. I feel like the news can be a bit shocking to you. it doesn't necessarily have to be bad news, but it could be shocking. Like, for example, maybe your a close friend of yours is telling you that they're deciding to get divorced, or maybe they're separating from their partner, right? Like something like that can be quite shocking. Even an announcement of a pregnancy can be shocking. So it'll be different for each of you, but it is through your calm and poise that you are actually providing support for others. You have the card of giving and receiving here, the Six of Pentacles, and what I feel like you are actually giving, and I don't feel like you're taking this week, Capricorn. I feel like you're giving, and the giving is that emotional support because of that news that comes in, and that is the best way that you can help whoever it is that's bringing this news to you. So that's how I feel like it's going to play out for most of you, but others of you, this news is more personal and related to you. But again, with that Six of Cups and just that Six of Pentacles sitting there, and you having that King of Cups energy, no, I feel like you're like the wise, you're the wise one, being calm and sitting in that controlled power here for others, to help others navigate that turbulent waters, Capricorn. So I'm going to pull one more final card. Please comment below. Love to hear how this is playing out for you, and just what area that's coming in for you. But I am going to pull an Archangel Power Tarot card for final messages for you, Capricorn, and you have peace. So releasing the past. There is a more enriching future coming, and let go and let God. And that's the final messages from Spirit and the angels. So yeah, I do really think that whatever the news is, it's completely out of your control. It's out of your power, but you are being there for other people, and you are helping them to release that past, and look forward to a more positive future after that news. So I hope you enjoyed this reading, Capricorn. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, and click on the notification bell. It really does help grow the channel, and it does help me let me know that this is the content that you enjoy. And have a wonderful week, Capricorn. Take care. And now, my amazing Aquarius friends, this one is for you. So, oh, not that. Okay, so this week we have the Knight of Wands, we have the King of Wands, and we have the Knight of Swords. So two knights. This is interesting. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the moon here. So the moon is your overall energy coming forward. The moon can represent sometimes things that are hidden, things coming to the surface, can even be a bit of our shadow self a little bit. But it's also about intuition, right? And listening to your intuition, trusting your intuition. And I believe that is a key takeaway for you this week. And that is your overall energy, is really listening to your intuition this week, Aquarius, because you've got a lot going on. You've got two knights here. The knights are the action-oriented cards. They are the doers. They are on a quest. They are on a mission. They are slaying that dragon. And that is what you are doing this week. And how are you doing that? You are doing it with fiery passion, and you are doing it with strategy. You're using your mind, your intellect, your words, your communication. And that is how you're moving forward this week. You are connecting to your creative side, your creative self, and what brings you passion, what makes you want to get up out of bed in the morning. And you have the King of Wands. You are sitting in your power. You are sitting in authority, and you are being bold. So what I see for you this week, Aquarius, is with the King of Wands energy. You are taking bold chances, bold risks. You are taking authority. You are taking control of your life. I'm just going to leave it as that, because it is a general reading, and there's no other indicators here to tell me whether or not this is in relationships, money, career, finance, health, or just day to day. You are going to know which area of your life this is resonating for you, but you are taking control, and then you are taking action. You are being bold and fearless. You're charismatic. If you need other people to help support you in the plans that you are trying to push forward, Aquarius, you will have that support this week with that King of Wands, because you are charismatic. You can draw them to you like a moths to a flame this week. So make sure you're taking advantage of that this week. And what you're being bold about, again, you have this planning energy. You have this strategy. So you're doing something very creative, or in a very out of the box kind of way, And I love this energy because you have this, it's fast. Whatever it is, it's fast, and this stuff is happening fast. But you are guided by your intuition. You are passionate about whatever it is that you're doing this week, Aquarius. So I do like that. And again, so if you haven't planned things through, make sure you are putting pen to paper this week though, and mapping out your goals. Whatever this plan is, whether it's in your career, money, finance, whether it's in relationships or even health, make sure you're writing it out. What are your goals? What are the different stages and steps to reach that end goal? And make sure you're mapping it out with that Knight of Swords energy, because that is going to help you to channel all this ambition and drive so you are successful. So I'm going to pull an Archangel Power Tarot card for a final message from Spirit and the Angels for you this week. And you have the Emperor. So again, wow, this is a good week for you to do anything, Aquarius. So the Emperor, this is stability and efficiency. This is taking charge of a situation, and this is ambitious plans. The Emperor is the King of Kings, right? So he has so much authority, so much power, and he never fails. He achieves everything he wants to achieve for his kingdom, right? So this is your energy. Love it. Own it. And make sure that you like, share, subscribe, and click on that notification bell. It does help grow the channel, but it also lets me know that you enjoyed this reading and that you want me to continue with this kind of content. So I hope you enjoy this week, Aquarius. Comment below. I want to hear how this is playing out for you, and stay safe and take care. And Pisces, now it is your turn. Let's see what energy is coming in for you this week. And we start out with the Six of Wands. And then we have the Four of Cups. We have the Lovers. And at the bottom of the deck, the overall energy is Strength. Okay. So the overall energy is this. This is your overall energy for the week with Strength. This is a card of having this self-assurance, this inner confidence this week. And I feel like part of that is because, you do have this Four of Cups here. This is a card of apathy, of feeling disconnected emotionally, or just, it's almost like feeling like you've lost your spark. And I feel like that can have some impacts for you with your confidence. And so with Strength here, this is that inner resilience, that inner confidence, that letting yourself shine. This is knowing when to speak, knowing when to take action, and knowing when to hold your tongue and just listen, and knowing when to step back and let things unfold. So that is your overall energy for the week. But what you have here, you have some positivity here. You have the Lovers and you have the Six of Wands. So there is some successes this week. So whatever you've been working on, whatever you've been focusing on, whether or not it's in your money, career, finance, whether or not it's your home, where you live, whether or not it's your relationships, can even be your health, it can even just be your day-to-day life. You have been working hard to achieve something, and it's coming to success this week. You are being recognized, you're being awarded, there's accolades here for you. You are achieving success from your hard work. But with this Four of Cups here, I feel like even though the successes come, it's not as fulfilling as you thought it was going to be. And that's where I really feel like this Four of Cups energy is coming in. And so that can be a little bit of a letdown at times, right? And this is where that strength is needed for you to look at, okay, maybe it didn't turn out as positively, or it didn't, the end result isn't creating what I was hoping it was going to create, even though you successfully completed something. Or it's just not as fulfilling as you thought it was going to be. But you have to look at what you did achieve and the goals you did accomplish. Because with that Four of Cups, it's also about a surprise emotional gift coming in for you, a surprise gift coming in from the universe, right? The universe is trying to give you something, but you can't see it because you're too focused on other things. So it's having that strength to kind of like look past that feeling of apathy to find that fulfillment, if you're following me here. And you do have the Lovers, so this can represent a choice, but this can also represent two people. And I really feel like for you in this week, this is about another person. And this is generally usually a partner, but doesn't have to be like your romantic partner, but doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic partner. It can be a business. If this is about money, career, finances, this could be a business career or a business partner, but it can also be like a close friend. It's just someone that really, you connect with, you bring out the best in each other. There's this support, but it's a partnership. It's about the two of you building and creating something together. And I feel like this is where a bit of that letdown is in that area of your life, that you've achieved something, you've reached some major goal. And maybe it's something like, you and your partner decided to buy a house, and you were expecting to get a more emotional high from it, and it hasn't happened, right? Or now the reality of the bills are coming to you, and it's like, oh, okay, like it's that kind of an energy. But yeah, I do feel like whatever it is, you've built something or you've done something with someone else, some kind of a partner, whether or not it's business partner, romantic partner, and there's this feeling of you're not quite fulfilled with it. I'm gonna see if I can get another message here for you from the Archangel Power Tarot card about this. This isn't bad, Pisces. It's not that it's bad. It's just, again, it's you just need to look at it from a different viewpoint. You need to look at like what you did achieve, what you did accomplish, and bring out the positives that way, because through that, there's going to be something else. Again, that Four of Cups does represent a gift, a surprise gift that comes in. And so it's like when you stop looking at the negative, it's your perspective, how you're seeing the situation, right? And once you look at maybe the stop looking at the negative and you find that positive space, then that opens the door for something else. And that's where that inner strength is coming in for you. It's something to do with that. Please comment below. I would love to hear how this is playing out for you. So we have the Page of Gabriel. So this is about following your passion. You are ready for any challenge and opportunities for excitement and abundance, but I feel like you're just not seeing it. Okay? So try not to focus on the things that aren't giving you emotional fulfillment and look to the things that are. A gratitude journal would do wonders for you this week, Pisces. So that might be something you want to consider. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope this helped and provided some kind of clarity for you. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, comment below, and click on that notification bell. It really does help to grow the channel, but it also lets me know that you are getting value from these videos, and it lets me know what content you enjoy and what content to continue to create. So have a wonderful week, Pisces, and I will see you next week. Take care.